Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. We are back. And it's Wednesday, 24 September, 9:17. Now let's get into it. Still behind. There we go. Chat is working. Always double checking. I need to double check everything, especially on days like this. Oh, it feels so bad. Hmm. Hmm. I have another chat or another YouTube open just to see myself so I can check myself. And the quality of the webcam is so bad. Wow, it's so crisp and beautiful and obvious. I just trying to understand why that's happening all the time. But anyway, okay. I'm not gonna focus on that. I can't fix it now anyway. So we're here to trade. We're here to talk about charts. We're here to tape read, and we're gonna do that right and have fun in the meantime. Yeah. What's been going on? I mean, we did a long session, and I had to do run some errands, and what happened so far? Yeah, not really that much, did it? It went up a little bit. Did we take it? No, we went back into yesterday's range. So basically, we're still in the 15-minute fair value gap. Still working our way inside that fair value gap. Wow, that's pretty annoying. We don't have news today, so we have to take that into consideration. Yeah, so that means we are still in consolidation actually. It's still for me very hard to really get a direction in what the market. We really have to wait now for the market to show its hand, what it's going to do, right? Because it is in a 15-minute fair value gap, but it just could totally disrespect that that bearish fair value gap and go further back up, or it could go back. We have equal highs and equal lows on both sides, so it's pretty hard to really read, to be honest. So we just have to wait and see what the opening is going to give us, and then we take it from there, right? Let's take it from there. Patience. It's difficult on days like this, and then just go into higher time frame and look at certain things if you can find any more levels, and be prepared for when the move comes. That's it. What we can do, and then sit on our hands and just watch tape read. I watch the NWOG specifically, some specific timelines like midnight, the 4 a.m. that is printed this night during this London, the first percent fair value gaps. I look at those, and but now because we're still in that range of that 15-minute fair value gap, we really have to wait. It printed above the midpoint. It's now below the midpoint. So yeah, unfortunately, we just have to wait. First price now, 873. You have to wait for confluence with nice move, and then some confluence with ES. That will be the best. So ES seems to be moving upwards a little bit, and if I look at M and Q, let's see. You see, they seem to be, if you look at the 15, right? You look at the last bit. I'm on the MNQ and the MES on this chart. Like the MES seems to be going upwards on the 15-minute, and MNQ is going downwards. So that's a little bit like, interesting. So they are both in a retracement. There's no easy model today. No. They're very fishy. I never like it when we just store in the opening range gap just at the bottom of it. Let's just wait, because I think a lot of people are going to be faked out. Everybody's going to be think short, and it could just go, but yeah. And I just didn't see my fields. I just want to make sure that I get that properly set up. But definitely this area in my mind, that's the that low of yesterday that didn't got taken out, right? Let's see what happened. It looks it's just very sticky. I just don't like it. I've seen this action a little bit, too many times. So I think a lot of people are stabbing at it, and it's just not going, and then it's going to spike up because it created a fair value gap. We've got equal highs here above, so it could just as well go a little bit up again and then back down. Hey, it's not catching me anymore in this. I'm just gonna wait. I'll just wait. See, in here around midnight, what it does around midnight is like, okay, normally It's just, I'm not, let's see, are we going back into the, yeah. You see, that's what it does, right? ICT actually mentioned that. So you have the opening range gap, and it goes all the way through. So people are thinking bearish, and then it goes back into that opening range gap. And this is exactly that, the open at 9:30, and then the gap that is from the 4:15 close. Let's see what happens, because it gets. You mentioned that a lot of the times when the market is bullish, it creates these fake moves to fake people out to think we're bearish, and then it just keeps going. Now keep going down, right? But we did go through that. And he had in one of his lectures of last week. He mentioned that I think it was the first one that he did. You see how beautifully it's just tapping into that range, right? Not going in back yet. So ah, sometimes I'm okay to I mean, it's 6:50. Well, it's okay. We just started. Day's young. So young. Mm-hmm. See, I don't like this spoiler bearish move, right? It doesn't look. No, I'm happy that I'm not in this, to be honest. Now this needs to be capture. Okay, okay, now I get it. Yeah. So this is exactly what ICT mentioned last week. There's manipulation beyond the opening range gap. It goes below. People think it's going to go down, and then it goes back into the range because it's a full gap fill. But and then it just takes a lot of people off guard. A lot of people, like I was short as well, right? So I was one of them as well. Like, oh yeah, we're really going down, and it just stopped again in front of the previous day low. Um, so But yeah, you just don't want to be in this price action. You just want to watch and just, stay put. So the previous day low, let me go over the levels. 781.25, that was yesterday's low. But the day before that wasn't just below that again, right? So it's like we have put two very significant levels just below us, and they just decided not to take it out. Now we're going lower. Are we in a macro? No, 10 to. Oh, I see I made a mistake with that opening range. That was yesterday's. Let's correct this one. 836, 885, 836. 836. So this was the range. Okay. We don't need this one anymore. So when we have markets like this, right? When I trade time, I use different there are models that have different time ranges. So when I see price like this, I just wait till 10:34. I just for me, there's nothing to do before 10:34, um, and that will give some more information. Are we finally going to get a move, or are we going to go some bit more? Because if I'm looking at ES, the moment I saw ES, right, it's like almost a rectangle. Like, okay, yeah, I, would the market really go lower and leave these 15 minutes this high untouched before just giving that a little wicking? The only thing that I wish we've got one flex one here. Mm, check this. I mean, speaker popped up. Sometimes, you check the Forex Factory and then a day later there's something important that's popped into the news. But no, it's just oil. Oh, we do have. Oh, we had the. Oh, we had the new home sales at 10, but that was then. That was it. Okay, that was it. Then. And then just FOMC members speaking. Okay, nothing. There's the three number. Okay. I always seem to get hungry when I'm on stream. I don't know why. I had a nice slice of pizza before because it's really cold here now. I want something. Oh my god, it's crazy. And I'm gonna put on the heater again because it's really and it's summertime here. Let me know if it's noisy because it's. I don't think you will hear it, but you never know. I already drank a hot cocoa today in South Africa where it's summer now. Mm. It's like watching paint going on, right? How many minutes before 10:34, 10:17? Okay, so we still got some time. I'm just gonna go over some of the levels, see if I can spot it. Well, it's good to have like options. Um, when you have days like this, right? It's just really tough to. It's tough to have. Yeah. I can't remember if you also trade gold or not. What would you look at? Because I think when NQ is not nice, ES also is not really that interesting, right? Yeah. I should start looking into it. I have an upcoming trip. I'm going to Kruger Park next week. But I think after that, when I get back, I'm going to get into gold. But I really want to, look into I really want to get to know the levels and do some demo trading on it before. I might do it live, but just demo trading and just starting get into it. Because you have to. They just want to jack up the prices as long as they can and close the books very strong. Um, so we still have a few more days to go until Friday. They have until Friday. I think it would be fun to be a market maker, right? You could do all these things and you just could manipulate the F out of the market. I wonder how they program this, how, this price action when it goes like this, very sticky. I wonder if it's like, if there's like you go into the, some kind of server and they say, okay, um, do F the people program number three. No, make it a bit worse. Let them lose all their money. Do number four. Let's go. Let's make them totally go berserk. I think because I think it's really built around that kind of okay, seek and destroy. Um, yeah, let's now fuck the longs and the shorts today. Maybe I wonder if they have programs like that. I'm like, okay, what shall we do today with NQ? No, we did it already last week 3 times. Let's give him some break. Let's make him some money. Well, let's watch one of the streams. Maybe I'm really wondering if they're also saying, let's watch one of the streams and try to make sure they don't make any money. And then they choose a stream like a popular streamer, and they maybe they do think they have the opportunity to do things live within a margin, right? I wonder. I would do. I mean, if I would be honest, that would be fun, right? You know, nothing is really. Oh, we have to watch the time. 10:33. Now I want to see 10:34 print, and then I want to see what happens afterwards. You see, this is exactly one of those candles. It's sort of like going, but it's sort of like it's like there's glue and it cannot go away, right? It's like I want to go, but I can't. Now, remember one thing, the 1034. Why am I? It's one of the DTT root candles. One of the rules, yeah, find me some moment. One of the rules for the 1034 is when the 1034 prints, most of the times, because they can also print and just sweep down in some cases, but what 1034 tends to do, that root candle, if the movement goes up, you want to get long for short above 1034 and long below the 1034. But it's not always the same, but study that price. That's the gem of the day I want to share. That's a 1034 root candle. So I extend this one today because if we grab liquidity somewhere here, I will be more bearish. But if it's highly manipulated, what can happen? It goes back. It could go back and forth below that time, but we'll see. I'm not getting long. This is for me not a long at all. For me, this is more. I get more interested in the short because of what I just shared with you guys. But sometimes it's wrong. S&T at the immediate highs we're going for 2784. Maybe I'm using delay. So yeah, hey, Penguin, listen. My TradingView subscription has been cancelled because my bank, my South African bank, doesn't do my international payments anymore. So I'm like, what? So I have to sort that out because I don't have any Dutch bank accounts anymore. And I'm like, what is going on? All my international payments. And so my trading view, $8, has been canceled, and I can't do anything about it. And they said, yeah, so I have to get an appointment with the bank and talk about it because it's just crazy. So I also have delayed data on, not here, but this is my evaluation. But um, on trading view, crazy stuff. Okay, I'm going back to the 5. Are you trading on delayed data as well, Penguin? No, no, no. My data is not delayed. This data is not delayed. I'm not on TradingView now. This is my TradeAvade account. That's why I moved my screen is different. This is not delayed data. Hell no. I'm trading this. And that's why you don't see my TradingView screen. That's delayed. I do look. I've got levels there. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's tough to day trade. Be careful with that, okay? But this is live data. This data is okay, so that's why you don't see me on my trading view. But it will be sorted in a few days. I'll be back on my trading view. No, no delay. If I would have a delayed data, I wouldn't stream. I would not stream because I that would be I cannot do that. um, and if it's delayed, let me know, guys. Please let me know if anyone sees any delay. 'Cause, um, but I can still use TradingView for my higher time frame analysis because a lot of data has already been printed. So I still use a lot of data now. So I go back and forth. So I still use it though. I think delayed data is 15 minutes, right? Or is it 5 minutes? So my expectation, if we go short, is that we might go in the direction of 732, 24-732. That is my aim, but I need confirmation. I just need more confirmation. And I'm going to take that short. So this is my, if we go below the 734, I'm in. But I would prefer to have the macro because sometimes it can go low and then goes back up and then, I would preferably, but we have midnight here. So I wonder if we don't have to go, we might just slam down at some point. Delayed is 10 minutes. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Oh man, I never had this bullshit. It's really annoying, but anyway. I don't know how I can get that price also. I want the time to be shown the box. How do I do that? Yeah. Now where I want to see the price. Penguin, I put the trade line here on for you so you can watch the correct price. It's a little bit easier now for you as well. So you have well, technically, it doesn't. If you look, if you watch a stream which is not delayed, hey, that's important, right? That if you don't watch the stream that's delayed, then you can, even if you have delayed data, if you get the data from the stream, then it's okay, right? So I just want to see how much delay you have because now it's like 799.50. Well, it's going down. Okay. Again, my level. I think I'm getting into a short. Yeah, I think we're gonna go now. We're gonna get a very tight stop. My stop is gonna be right above this. But it could be if it stops me out, it's okay. My stop. And what level did I say? I might be a little bit too early because it's still 43, right? See, I mean that. Yeah. 7:33. 34 candle, you can see it goes back into it and then it goes out of it, right? So you could use it as a scalp as well. If it doesn't go out of, if it goes back out of it, you have a long, but not a long in the sense of a long one. But you know, you sort of like, okay, we're not leaving that area yet. And if you know that the 1034 is very important as a root candle, like for example, look what it did. It created my favorite flat bottom with a wick, and it left it right, and then it goes up. So then you just go, you ride it back from here to it's 5 points, you know, to this level again, and then you know it could go back into the go back down again, or it's going to take out more liquidity. But if it goes back in out of the box, and we're still a few minutes away from a macro, right? You know that it's going to take that time to move, you know, higher again before it goes lower, if it goes lower. But maybe it taps back into midnight price again. Let's see. So penguin, strong penguin. This is MNQ data, right? It's not NQ, but MNQ. Basically the same, but sometimes it can differ a little bit. So macro can see perhaps. Yes. Wow. So how did the typhoon? There was a typhoon in Hong Kong, right? Or in Taiwan, I mean. I said Hong Kong, but I meant Taiwan. Sorry about that. How did it go? How was the is the typhoon? Did it pass already? This could be enough, right? You see, ES took liquidity, and you see here, ES went into this little range here. Let's see what it does. Let me 1049. Remember, also I can use the whole macro, the first half of the macro to go further up, right? Yeah, you know, that's why I hate being in a dark room with everything closed. But I'm sort of struggling a little bit with my camera was really good and it was very crisp also on YouTube, but lately I see my OBS is really good, but then on YouTube it seems to be a little bit lesser quality. So I'm wondering if it's the light, but it shouldn't be. It should be a very good webcam. But I love to have an open, open and nature, and I hate it to be confined in a dark space. So I try to have it as much open and nature. Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes the monkeys are hanging out here. So, not today, because even the monkeys don't like this weather, I guess. Yeah. We have a lot of trees. It's basically a nature reserve where I live in. It's a little town, but it's next to a nature reserve. Higher, just in case. Oh, you're in Ghana. Nice. We're on the same continent. I am from Europe. I am from the Netherlands originally. I moved to South Africa. Yes. I left Europe because of the weather. So, um, you're from Ghana, but your name, do you like do you like penguins? But you don't have penguins in Ghana, right? I know that. I'm a climate refugee. It's too cold. What worries me a little bit is this area here. So it's still not ready to go to the lower levels. I think we're on the right track. And analytically wise. Did I say that correctly? Analytically wise. Okay, difficult word, but it's just taking its time because I think what time is it now? 11. Oh, I was hoping it would be there before 11. So that's why I don't trust it. I think they're running program F everybody 10 times today. Let's put that program. Yeah, it's going. Order filled. Now I'm gonna wait. Now I'm gonna get this straight right because it's going to go down, but it's just too early. It's gonna move at the 11:20 to 11:13 macro. You know, this happens when you get impatient. I forgot to watch the time properly. Um, and with this price action, you know, they just always get you. Might just drop now. You'll see it will drop to my level, 733. There you go. Are you still in? You didn't miss anything, Strong Penguin. You're all good. It's a good thing the network went off. I had a losing trade again because I went in too early. I thought we had this little drop down, and I thought, oh, it's going to go now, but I didn't watch the time, and it was 11:13ish or 11ish. I can't remember, but then I was, oh my god, it will most likely win. Just there's some more manipulation before it really makes the move down. Yeah, I've got 733ish. You're looking at the first percent per value gap, right? Yeah. That's why I wanted to get in now because I realize my level is there is it might retrace a little bit and then go it's not going to go there in one time. So that's why I needed to have a better entry. So it gets harder. And that's how this price is. Then that's how it works, right? Takes out the weekends. I'm a weekend now because my entry isn't good enough. Then you become a weekend.
Stop field.
Yeah, stop is good. But it's what it does, right? If it's going to run at 11:20, it will go up a little bit and then take, we have this flat, you saw this flat top candle here. It's horrible. I know, it is horrible. I had 3 losing trades, maybe even 4 by now. So I'm also done. I'm done. But I think you're still right with this entry. I think it's still the good entry to take. We're gonna watch it. It's gonna go to your level. It's a very good trade. And that shows you how important it is if it still goes down, because it could still stop him out as well. But if you do have a trade like that, how important it is to have that good entry so you can stay in. But hey, we already took. I mean, we have to double check on the higher time frame if we don't have a chasing state delivery. No, it's so good. It's so good. I don't like this though. On a 3 minute. Yeah, better to paper trade. Yeah, how was your So that level that I have in mind is at 733. Um, if I think about it now, is a level that should be created in the 15-minute candle. So if it would be in this candle, it has to happen in the last few minutes before 11:30, right? Um, because it has to do with the range, the specific range which are bound by time. So if it doesn't happen in, so the reason why I got in was I thought it was going to happen either 11:15 candle maybe. Are you still in it? Yeah. So I'm still thinking we might still get that move down within 3.5 minutes now. You know, it's very easy to make a move to this area. Oh, ooh, I still had an order here. Always good to when you, yeah. And whenever my, it's good that I check. Let's see, let's make that move. Because, you know, it can make the move in a few seconds, right? It just drops down, boom, and that's it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be very violent. It's gonna go down to my level. But watch it, this area here. If it goes fast. I think it's just gonna go. It's just gonna be falling knife. And it just has to be, it just has to be done before 11:30. I'll go back to the 1 minute because I like to see the 1 minute candle form. No 1 minute. ish. Um, but no, I'm down. I'm in 6. I'm in 6.5, and I'm just gonna watch it go down to my level. So, but that's all good. I mean, today is just really nasty, and it might not even go there. It might go there in lunchtime. Have you traded anything? Did you do anything? I mean, it's really, they put the FU algo on today. Oh, good. So you got in at the right spot. You got in very, yeah. So that's, like Taiwan, you got in, I forgot your name. I'm going to call you Taiwan. You got in at this order block here. And I think you just didn't get stopped out, right? Because yeah, because that's a good entry, right? So, and I was trying to dabble in below my, this is my time box. But I literally said, if you want to go short, you need to go above when the 1034 time hits. I mean, if you're going to have a short, it gives you the opportunity to enter. I did not enter. I did say, but I did not take the right entry. And then I started dabbling when it went below, and then it went into it, and then here I tried again, and then I was into this move again. So, but he had the perfect entry. I think most likely his stop loss is somewhere around here then. I don't know what your stop loss is, but anyway, it's a good, I mean, you didn't get stopped out, right? So no, so in days like this, you really have to have, I think there's mostly just one entry, and then you have to really get in and get your 930 low. Let me have a look. Wow, yeah. I mean, midnight was also a good point to get short, right? Hey, midnight. This is midnight. We get short at midnight. There we go. Now it's going. Watch you go to my levels and see me be annoyed about it, because I am actually. I have this as a level here, 733. It might stop at 755 because there's a first percent of fair value gap, but it will go to 733 at some point. So I'm not touching it anymore. I had my losses and I need to just yeah, but it's okay. You made something, and it's really really tough today. It's generally really tough. The best entries were retest of midnight. You get a second chance, and you know what? Also, when you see this happening, right? You see the bodies are touching the midnight, and here you only see a wick. That's a very strong algorithmic indication that it's not going to go higher than this level anymore, because you see already bodies lower, lower, and then here it didn't even get to it. So for me, talking about it, not taking this entry the correct way, really annoys me, because I said it on stream. I'm waiting for the 1034. If price goes above it, I enter for my shorts. But this should have been my entry as well. But actually, this should have been my entry already here. And then this already, well, this could have stopped you out, right? But when the 1034 prints, you have this. You look at what happened at this area, and then you can, it took out this little liquidity here. This should have been my entry. So yeah, I'm not really, I'm a little bit annoyed with my execution. But hey, we learn from the mistakes we make. So. Yeah, I don't use, well, I use the opening range gap, so that's the gap between the close and the open. And literally that's the, it touched that the low level of the opening range gap as well. There are a few confluences there. I think there's also a endog. Oh, there's a lot of things there. So yeah, it's really, I should not have been down today on this trade, but you know, very poor execution. But look how it's behaving again. It's just not going down, right? I mean, I want to be in low resistance liquidity runs. And we're going to get that tomorrow, most likely. So now let's see if with the 11:45 candle, so the 15-minute and then it closes at 11:45. Let's see if it will make it will make a nice low at 11:45. Where's my phone? So should didn't say that. red today because I actually I have this as TP, but my execution I didn't get in the right time. So I think this is the TP, my 733 level. I think we're gonna go there now. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. It was actually pretty clear that the entrance should be in this area because 1034 is a root candle, and the logic behind the candle is if you want to go short, you have to 1034 print right over here. It's this little candle here, and if price goes above it, you want to go, you want to enter for a short. So this was the entrance because it printed here, and this should have been the entrance. This was a 1 minute order block. Plus, we retested midnight. You see here the bodies touch it, and then a wick. If I would have seen this price action here, I should have gotten in this candle here. But I started dabbling in when it got into this candle, and I got faked out a couple of times. And I was already, you know, I'm down 106 bucks. But you'll see now, it is going to go to my level. But it's hard to trade this. If you don't get the proper entry, no, Sina, listen, you saw me getting in the red. I didn't get in anymore. I took my, I told you I'm gonna watch it go to my level and be pissed off. And I have to journal it, and you know, I didn't get in at the proper, this is my level here, 733. You saw it. Oh, I'm really pissed off, to be honest. Should have been in this, and I'm not, but anyway, shit happens. No, you know, everything was there. Everything was there. I just didn't put. I just didn't get in here. I just was a little bit too insecure to to hit the sell, but it should have been because already of this information here, right? We're not going higher, and we took liquidity here, and this is time 10:53. We're going down back into the range, and the strategy is if the 1034 prints, it's a very important root candle. Guys, write it down. 1034 and start looking at it. If we go above it, if we have a day like this with consolidation, you wait until 1034 prints. I've said it many times on stream. I'm going to wait for 1034. If I'm going to go short, if we go higher, it is more confirmation for my short. And we took out this liquidity here. We didn't go higher, and midnight was already tapped in bodies, and here the bodies can't even get there anymore. And with this liquidity at 10:53 macro time, I didn't pull the, and that was the only good entry here in this area. We have a 1 minute order block. This candle, boom, gets into it. This should be the entry. I waited here, but then I got stopped out again here. Then I got in again, and I got into this, and I was, oh no, I'm you know. And then again, I got stopped out here with this move because my entry wasn't good enough. So, but this is the move, guys. It's done. It's done for the AM session. It's not going to go lower now. This is it. This was the move. This was the well, I had the 733-ish then, but let me double check. I think that's the AM session move, and then we'll have to reassess for the PM if it's going to go lower or back up in the range. I'm pissed off with myself. I am really, but it's okay. Oh no, we have low 731. Oh yeah, okay, it's delayed. My delay too. Anyone else took that move? I hope someone was in it. That will make me happy. Any one of you guys, did you take that short? Ooh, it's gonna go even lower now. You know, if it's gonna go lower, there's a volume imbalance. 717-ish. Yeah. Where is it? Volume imbalance. Daily. There's a daily volume imbalance. Yeah, the daily. Yeah. It's gonna go there now. 718-ish. Yep, beautiful. Yeah. I hope anyone, people had it, people took it. That's it. It met, that's the end, that's the range. Nice. Nice, guys. Do you guys want to have a PM session? Is there anyone interested in that? I'm thinking of taking a break and maybe do a PM session just have a look. No reaction. Okay. No, I think it's I'm not taking anything, but when you take a level like that after a move like that, um, you can take like a short, like a very like scalp, like a nice little long. Um, but yeah, let me guys, anyone should I may be bad, but I will be like unfortunately said better to back tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's also when you hit a level like that, it's done. I'm going to journal my. I need to, I made that video, right? How you should, what you need to do after losing. It's like a mental thing. I need to close that loop and journal what I did wrong, because I should have been in that trade. That was my trade, and you know why I would have gotten out earlier, Sina? Because of the price action. Because I had that level marked, right? That daily volume imbalance. But because of the price action lately, and that we don't hit those levels, I went out. I would have gotten out a little bit higher just to be on the safe side. Because yesterday we didn't hit the daily low. Today we stopped also in front of it. So I thought, it could do it another time, and then maybe take it out in during the lunch. So that's why I take my TP a little bit higher on days like this. And then I might have let a runner, because I'm in micros today, I thought, okay, you know what, I might have had a runner going onto that low. But my main TP was at 733-ish, because I had another confluence there. But we blast through it, and obviously, that's what you get when you have a lot of consolidation. You get these nice runs. So yeah, I'm pissed off a little bit, to be honest, that I wasn't in the move. Well, I was talking about it literally all the time. And down $106 because of bad execution. But shit happens. Happens sometimes. And now it's just running. And now we get the low distribution run, right? Yeah. But okay. I think I'm gonna take a break. I think I'm gonna come back because we might get a good. We might get some good price action. Because if it starts running, um, we might get some good action in the PM session again as well. So if you're not subscribe to the channel. I might do another stream later today. Um, no, I'm down 106. Yeah, on my evaluation at 106 here. I see it on my screen. 106.5, 50 cents. I'm down I'm down. Yeah, so I'm in the minus. So it should have been a plus because I had it all lined out. And it should have been an entry here, right? But it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. That happens with we're traded. We have losing trades. We have losing days. Execution can be shit sometimes. Analysis can be correct. Execution can be shit. Part of trading, right? Part of reality. Yeah, but it is annoying. Yeah. I may be, but I will allow a person to set up it. Well, yeah. It's also just about tape reading, right? For me, when we get into trades, it's also just about tape reading and just not getting into trades sometimes. So for me, actually, it helps when I'm online to talk about the trades, but it's important not when we're on the chart to always to trade. Um, so let it be clear, Sina, when we are online, it is we only take 8+ setups, right? We don't take any, and if we have too many losses, we just stop. I stop now because I already had too many losses. And I might get back on, look for a trade, but if there's nothing value, I'm not going to take it. But yeah, just let's see. I'll just if it's interesting, I'll make a new stream, and if not, I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow again. Don't overtrade, be careful now. And I wish you a pleasant day, and I hope to see you soon again, everyone. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm having so much fun with. I like it that it's still like it's a small group, and you know, we just hang out and we just talk and we go over um, um, analysis and yeah, and it's nice to have that, and especially when I have a trade like that, I'm really pissed off, but it helps just venting to you guys. So that is yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, you know, I'll be fine with this PA. Don't worry about it. So, okay, guys, I'll see you later, or tomorrow. I wish you the best, and we'll chat soon again. Ciao, ciao.